Hello and welcome to the Box Score Breakdown. I'm your host, William Harris, aka William is Bill. Happy to be back with you guys for another great episode of the Box Score Breakdown presented to you by FanDuel, where we are here to recap the games of the night and give you all the fantasy relevant news and notes from them. So make sure you subscribe to the Box Score Breakdown. Check us out every Monday through Friday. Tim Woodson and I will have you covered for all your fantasy goodness. I hope you guys are doing well in your fantasy lineups. No injuries, hopefully. But in the meantime, let's get straight to it like it's nothing to it. We had a 9-game slate tonight. And let's start off with the Knicks versus the Hornets. The Knicks defeated the Hornets 119 to 104. Miles Bridges finished with 8 points and 6 boards. That's 2 bad games in a row. 3 for 12 from the field, 0 for 5 from 3. I don't know what's going on with Miles Bridges right now. His name is in trade talks. That could be bothering him a little bit, but I mean, you still have to be a professional and do something. In 29 minutes, 8 points from Miles Bridges is not okay, especially with Brandon Miller out. LaMelo Ball did his thing. He bounced back from his last bad performance with 34 points, 8 boards, 9 assists, and a steal. Good shooting all around. Great to see LaMelo back in full effect. Better than we've seen in a long time, actually. That's always good to see. Conker Nipple, he was playing very well against the Knicks. It didn't show up as much on the box score, but he had 13 points, 4 boards, 4 assists, 2 turnovers. But he was out there playing aggressive, and he did not look like a rookie. I was impressed. He was beating guys off the dribble. Some of the things that I was worried about with him coming into the league, he truly is fitting in right away. And he went 1 for 6 from 3. If that's not normal for him, of course. So he goes 3 for 3. You know, he's closer to 20 points. But I would say this is a good game for Conker Nipple. He just couldn't knock down the 3. Sion James started again. He had 11 points in this one and 2 blocks. So he finally was able to be more productive. Musa Diabate started. And I don't know why, because Kalkbrenner did play, but Musa played 20 minutes, had 2 points, 8 boards, 2 assists, and a steal. But Kalkbrenner off the bench played more minutes, 25. But he had 8 points, 9 boards, and 3 blocks. So it's almost as if Kalkbrenner did something that the coaches didn't like, and they're like, we're not starting your next game. I don't know. It was weird. But he still played more minutes and was more productive. Tejan Salon, 13 points, 4 boards, and a steal. Antonio Reeves with 10 points. And Liam McNeely is the guy that really stepped up with 10 points off the bench and 3 boards and 1 block. And that is because he has not really played much all year. But this game and last game, he finally starting to get some run. So as long as Brandon Miller is out, look for Liam McNeely to trend toward getting a few more minutes each game. For the Knicks, Karl-Anthony Towns was a huge 35-point, 18 rebound game, 5 assists and 2 steals. Tremendous. Josh Hart, Mr. All-Around, 15, 8, and 8 with a steal and a block. Mikal Bridges was 16 and 4 with 2 assists, 2 steals, and a block. Jalen Brunson, 26 points, 5 assists, 3 steals. Really nice game. Miles McBride started, had 15 and 2 with 1 assist. We want more assists, of course, from Miles McBride, but Jalen Brunson did get 5 this game. Normally, we want more from him too. 5 is okay. Off the bench, not much was done. Jordan Clarkson and Tyler Kolek, both with 6 points. Next game, we had the Blazers defeat the Cavs 122 to 110. Jeremy Grant was 16, 5, and 6. Toumani Camara, 17, 6, and 4 with 2 blocks. Denny Avdia, the best player on the team this year, with 27 points, 8 boards, 7 assists, and 1 steal. Donovan Clingan dropped the ball offensively, 2 for 8 from the field with only 5 points, but he did have 13 rebounds and a block. Sidi Sissoko finally had a good game. He's had a lot of bad games, and Sidi Sissoko did not want me to say that apparently, but he had 11 points and 4 boards. But normally he's getting 2 to 5 points per game, and it's like, why is he still starting? And this one he had 11, so good to see. But off the bench, we had Shaden Sharp. He's coming back from injury. They got him off the bench. But 20 points, 9 boards, 5 assists, and 2 steals. Normally, Shaden Sharp is just points, and that's about it. But it was really great to see him have an all-around game in this one. And Caleb Love, 20 points, 5 boards, and 1 steal. Overperforming as well for an undrafted rookie. And it's good to see it. Young Hansen and Duop Leaf played a few minutes, but not much there to report. For the Cavs, Donovan Mitchell with a huge 33 points, 5 boards, 5 assists, and a steal. You all want to know about Darius Garland. Played 29 minutes, but the production was not there. 2 of 13 from the field for Darius Garland. 6 points, 4 assists, 2 boards, and a block. It's like, it's been a really bad season for Darius Garland. Will he be able to turn it back up? Hopefully. Jalen Tyson, 14-7. DeAndre Hunter, 10-3. Evan Mobley, 23, 10, and 5 with 5 blocks and 2 steals. So when you see Evan Mobley and you're like, why isn't he doing more? He did more in this game. Off the bench, Thomas Bryant went on a hot streak there, but ended up with 14 points and 6 boards with 2 blocks. And he's a guy that can be used as long as Jarrett Allen is still out with his injury. Next game, we had the Nuggets defeated the Pacers 135-120. Today, in this game, we had the game of the night, and that was by Jamal Murray. 52 points, 6 boards, 4 assists, and a steal. 19 for 25 from the field. That means he barely missed. 10 for 11 from the free throw line. This is just an all-around perfect game by Jamal Murray, and he will not have another game this good all year for sure because this was tremendous. Jokic, 24-13 with 8 boards and 1 block. Spencer Jones started again. Guy told you need to add. He's trending up, especially in deeper leagues. But unfortunately, he got injured in this game. He had played 17 minutes, hadn't done much at all, 3 boards, but everything else was pretty much nothing. He got injured. We'll see how long he'll be out. I think it'll be a short-term stint, but that is truly unfortunate because Spencer Jones was on a roll. Undrafted rookies don't get an opportunity like this often, and he, depending on how long he's out, he could be losing his opportunity. We will see. Cam Johnson with 9, 4, and 4 and a steal. Peyton Watson, 11 points, 7 boards, and 3 blocks and a steal. Nice. Bruce Brown and Tim Hardaway, 11 and 14 off the bench, but Bruce Brown also had a block. Now for the Pacers, Ben Mathurin with 15-7 with 2 assists. Andrew Nembhard with 16 and 7 assists with 3 boards and a block. Jay Huff started again, but in this one, only 18 minutes. And he had 3 points and 2 blocks. Weird what they're doing with the centers in Indiana, but that's what it is. Pascal Siakam, 23, 3, and 4. And Ben Shepherd with 14, 5, and 2 with 2 steals. Now we mentioned Huff. Isaiah Jackson didn't do much better, had 6 and 6 off the bench. Jarris Walker, 11 points. TJ McConnell, 14 and 6 with 3 steals and a block. And that's about it for this squad. I will say, of note, Johnny Furphy returned in his first game all year. 16 minutes, 2 rebounds, and 1 turnover. So he's going to replace a lot of guys that like Garrison Matthews, that are in the lineup and guys they've been calling up from the G League. So keep an eye on Johnny Furphy for the slow ramp up. Next game, the Spurs defeated the Magic 114-112. But for the Spurs, we know Wemby is still out, but De'Aaron Fox had 31 points, 5 boards, 5 assists. He did have 7 turnovers, but great offensive game. Devin Vassell, 15 and 6 with a block. Luke Cornett, I'll mention him because he had 5 points, 7 boards, 3 blocks, and the last block was the block to save the game. Great performance right there. Champagne with 14 and 5. Harrison Barnes with 11 and 5 with a steal. And off the bench, Keldon Johnson, 13 and 4. And Dylan Harper had a nice game with 16, 5, and 5 with 2 steals. So when Harper can stay healthy and get more time on the court, it's going to look real good. For the Magic, Franz Wagner, 25, 6, and 4 with 2 steals and a block. Tristan Da Silva, 12 and 2 steals. Wendell Carter, 9 boards, but 1 block and 1 steal. Not much else. Desmond Bane, 14 and 6. Jalen Suggs, 24, 4, 4, and 3 steals. He's truly killing it. And the bench had a lot of guys perform well. It's just solid production all around. Jett Howard did not play. Anthony Black played solid. Just want to remind you, if you're listening to us because of the Fantasy NBA Today podcast, Doc and Brew will be back with their later regularly scheduled programs. We're just here breaking down the games from the Box Score Breakdown. If you're enjoying these episodes, please make sure you subscribe to the Box Score Breakdown. Follow us on Twitter, X, our socials, at William is Bill. And we truly appreciate it. Comment, and you can watch on YouTube or Twitter. We are live recording just about every night as well. So we appreciate you for listening. And the next game is the Clippers over the Hawks, 115-92. Kawhi with 21, 6, and 5 with 2 steals. John Collins, 15 and 9 with 2 steals and a block. Ivica Zubac, 14 and 17 with 5 assists. James Harden, 27 and 9 assists with 3 steals and 4 boards. Great game. Chris Dunn, 8 points, 2 steals. And Kobe Sanders off the bench with a huge 17, 4, and 3 with a steal. And they played just about everyone on the team except for Brook Lopez. And, of course, Chris Paul. We know what happened with him, what went on with him. Hopefully he'll find his landing spot. If you didn't hear, Chris Paul was released by the Clippers under a lot of circumstances. So, but the Clippers are something else. They did win this one, though. For the Hawks, Onyeka Okongwu came back to earth a little bit, 7 and 9 with 5 assists. Zachary Ricochet, 11, 3, and 3 with 2 steals. Nickeil Alexander-Walker, 21, 5, and 3 with a steal. And Dyson Daniels, 15, 3, 2, and 2 steals. Off the bench, Asa Newell with 11 points and a steal. Nice rookie job right there. Luke Kennard also had 11. And that's pretty much all we need to know about this game. Jalen Johnson did not play because of right calf injury. Hopefully he'll be back soon. Next game, the Nets defeated the Bulls 113-103. MPG is continuing to dominate with 33 and 10, 5 assists, 2 steals, and a block. Noah Clowney, 20 and 7. Nick Claxton, 14, 8, and 9 with 2 steals and 3 blocks. Crazy. Igor Joman, 10 points, 4 assists, and 2 steals. Off the bench, we have solid production by all 5 bench players, all around 5 to 8 points. Day'Ron Sharpe had a nice block shot game with 2. For the Bulls, who were defeated, 14 and 5 from Matas and a steal. They started Julian Phillips. He got 3 steals, but nothing else. Vucevic was 16 and 11, but he did have 6 turnovers, but he did have 2 steals. Ayo Dosunmu, 16 points. Josh Giddey, 28, 11, and 11. And Patrick Williams with 10 off the bench. Next game, the Rockets defeated the Kings 121-95. For the Kings, let's start with Russ Westbrook, 12 and 9 assists with 4 boards and a steal. Keegan Murray, only 5 points, 11 boards, and 2 blocks. Zach LaVine, nothing. Drew Eubanks, nothing. It's kind of crazy. But off the bench, Maxime Renaud, 10 or 15 from the field, had 25 points, 6 boards, a steal and a block. Same for Malik Monk, 25 points, but he had 3 boards, 5 assists, and 2 steals. For the Rockets, KD, 24 and 8 assists with a block. Jabari, 14 and 8 with 2 blocks. Sengun, 28, 10, 3 assists, and 4 steals. Amen Thompson, 20, 12, and 7 with 2 steals and 1 block. Steven Adams had 11 off the bench. Reed Shepard, He played a lot of minutes, but only had 5 points. Next game, the Bucks defeated the Pistons 113-109. Cade Cunningham, 17, 7, and 7 with the steal. Duren, 8 and 6 with the steal. Tobias, 20 and 5. Alsar, 10 and 6 with 5 assists and 2 steals. And then Dennis Jenkins started 24 minutes, but it's just not working like it was. 2 of 8 from the field, 2 assists and a rebound, and pretty depressed. On the bench, Jaden Ivey stepped it up. He had 15 and 6 with an assist and a block. Last game it was trash, so it's good to see that. Speaking of a trash game, Ron Holland, 5 points, 2 of 10 from the field. It just wasn't good. For the Bucks, Giannis left this game with an injury. I have it written down. Giannis had a right calf strain. So we'll see how long that's going to keep him out. That's unfortunate. But Miles Turner, 9 and 2 blocks. Kevin Porter Jr. was back. He had the injury last game with the back spasm. People were wondering, would he miss some more games? But he was back, 26 points, 7 assists, 2 steals. Unfortunately, had 7 turnovers. AJ Green with 19 points and 2 blocks. And Ryan Rollins with 22, 8 assists, 4 boards, and 2 steals. And I heard he did get injured in this game, carted off to be exact. Hopefully, Ryan Rollins will be fine. Sending well wishes his way. Bobby Portis with 13 and 9 off the bench. And Jericho Sims, 15 and 14. That's a crazy number of rebounds. For the last and final game, 118-108, the Mavs defeated the Heat. Bam Adebayo had 21 and 7 with a steal and a block. Wiggins had 11, 6 and 5 with a steal and a block. Bam did not have a block, but he had a steal. Tyler Hero, 20 points, 2 steals, 4 boards. Davian and Pele Larson only both scored 4 points. Pele had 3 assists. Not great. You can see why they lost. I think that sums it up. Khalil Ware, 22 points, 10 boards, 2 assists, a steal and a block. That's nice. But when Davion and Pele are starting to give you nothing, and then Jaime Jaquez with 10, 4, and 3 with 4 steals, great production, but doesn't attribute to winning in this one. For the Mavs, Anthony Davis, 17 and 17 with 3 blocks and 4 boards. You're doing all right. Cooper Flagg, 22 and 6 with 2 assists, a steal and a block. Najee, 18, 5 and 4 with 2 steals. Max Christie, 10. Ryan Nembhard, 15 and 13 with a steal. Off the bench, Klay Thompson had 17, and D'Angelo had 10 points. Not much else. That was our 9-game recap. Let me talk about the players of the night. LaMelo Ball, 34, 8 and 9. Karl Anthony Towns, 35 and 18. Denny Avia, 27, 8 and 7. Evan Mobley, 23, 10 and 5. Jamal Murray, I got to give it to him. Top player of the night for sure. 52 and 6. Siakam, 23. Franz Wagner, 25 and 6. De'Aaron Fox, 31. James Harden, 27, 9 and 3. Nickeil Alexander-Walker, 21 points. Michael Porter Jr., 33 and 10. Giddey, 28, 11 and 11. Maxime Renaud, second round pick, 25 and 6. Sengun, 28, 10 and 4. Cade Cunningham, 17, 7 and 7. Ryan Rollins, 22 and 8. Khalil Ware, 22 and 10. And Ryan Nembhard with 15 and 13. Well, I just want to say thank you guys so much for watching, listening with the podcast, the Box Score Breakdown. And then we do have a question tonight. What's going on with Ben Mathurin? Ben Mathurin started off the year super hot, and he has cooled down a lot. And I'm like you. I want to know as well. I'm a big Ben Mathurin fan. He did have 15 and 7 tonight. He shot 50% from the field. So today was solid. It's just he's not being aggressive like the Ben Mathurin that we know he is and can be. I don't know if he's been talked to by the coaches to play more of an even kill game or even a low-key game, because that's what he's been trending to do. But, I think we all know he can score 25 to 30 every night. But are they asking him to do something different? I'm not sure. But I really think he would flourish on a different team, because when Halliburton's back, he's just going to take even more of a back seat. So Ben Mathurin, you can't drop him. You can look into trades if you can find a guy that's more secure. But it's not going like we planned it, but that huge injury that he had to open the season really threw a wrench in everything. So if you can hold, I would hold. He's still my guy. I still have belief in him, but it's going to be like this. That's just how it is with Rick Carlisle. But like I said, thank you all for listening. And that question was from J Main 34. I really appreciate your question, your feedback, you listening. We got 80 people in here with us, rocking with us. I appreciate you guys. If you're not aware, this is a Sports Ethos production. After NBA Fantasy Today with Brewski, that's why we're here. I just want to say, make sure you subscribe to the Box Score Breakdown. This episode was presented to you by FanDuel. Check out the YouTube channel where you can catch all of our shows in one place. Just search Sports Ethos and subscribe. So thank you all for listening so much. Like, rate, review, all that good stuff. Follow me on X at WilliamIsBill. And until next time, I'm out of here. Peace.